Hello everyone, so today we would like to present you a story. This is an ordinary story and we also believe that not all of you have ever heard it before. The title of the story is Sre Saring and it originally comes from Papua. We hope you enjoy it.
A long time ago, in Maribu village, West Atene district, there were few families that lived over there from several tribes, such as Karat Samtai, Uzbid, and Yansema. They called themselves Banyu. Their occupations were gardening and cutting sagu. They lived peacefully and cheerfully. They also always helped each other. One of the families had a son named Saring, a brave, beautiful boy. His family loved him dearly. Saring was used to being left behind at home by his parents. Before leaving for gardening, as usual, his mother would say to Saring's grandma, "If Saring gets hungry after playing around, the food is in the cupboard. I've prepared everything." The grandma nodded. Afterward, the Saring's parents went to the garden where they usually worked. When his father and mother went to the field, he asked his grandma for permission to play with the children in the village.
After playing for a long time, he became tired and hungry. Finally, he went home and immediately ate food that his mother had prepared rapidly. However, his desire to eat ripe bananas suddenly arose. In his mind, he said, "I really want to eat ripe bananas." Then he entered the house looking at the bananas he wanted. He searched in the place where his grandma used to keep a bunch or two of unripe bananas. With a feeling of expectation, he stared at the several ceramic jars of various shapes and sizes. He stared at one of the largest and very beautifully patterned jar. "Wow, this jar is really beautiful. I wonder what's inside," he said to himself. He walked towards the jar, sneaking around and paying attention of his surrounding. He was shocked because he succeeded to find the ripe banana he was looking for. In order to be safer, he secretly buried his tiny body in the jar and enjoyed the ripe banana without the permission of his grandma.
After he finished eating a few fruits, unfortunately, he realized he was stuck in the jar. Feelings of fear made his panic grow so big, and he screamed for help. "Help! Help! Help!" he screamed. The grandma woke up and she heard the cry for help came from inside one of the jars. The jar began to move like it had magical powers. The mouth became tighter and completely closed. Her unfortunate grandson did not make it out of it. Rapidly, the grandma took an oyster shell and blew it over and over to call Saring's parents and also called her grandson's name. "Saring? Saring! Saring, my grandson came back, kid. Forgive me for not taking care of you, Saring."
Meanwhile, his mother had an unholy feeling. She thought to herself, "Why is my heart so restless? I miss my son. Why would I leave him alone? Is my son playing?" She approached her husband and told him of her unusual feeling. The husband understood his wife's feelings. They quickly went back home. When they arrived, the mother was shocked. Their son was swallowed by the empty jar. It was a miraculous event beyond human capabilities. That big jar slowly continued to move forward to the kitchen. His grandma tried to block the jar movement with her wooden stick, but that attempt was useless. All they had done were in vain. The neighbor's family came after they heard the grandma always above. They helped grandma to block it. They brought stone axes, machetes, wooden pieces, and other tools. They have tried to break and also burn it, but it also couldn't be destroyed. None of the existing tools were able to save Saring. Apparently, it was not an ordinary jar. It was a mysterious object that was waiting to take a victim. The magic jar moved to the riverside of Teramang and drowned itself to the river. The last attempt that I made was making a giant net. Unfortunately, that attempt also failed.
Finally, the parents gave up after all their efforts did not work out, and they surrendered to God. In the deep sleep, the child's parents dreamed. Their son came to them and said, "Don't look for me anymore. I have become a snake. My 2 hands are gone, and one only leg has become a tail. Call me Sre Saring as the guardian of this place. As a sign of this tragedy, until now, if blood or red objects are found floating in Tarmang River, it means that there will be a tragedy that will befall the 3 clans in the village, the Samtai, the Utbit, and the Yansema, which call themselves as the Nyabanu tribe."
So that's all the story of Sre Saring. Thank you for listening and watching, and see you in next time.